welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today I will be sharing the scents that start with F on my Teddy Bees Master Scent List series. So I'm going to take a couple minutes and give you an introduction to what this video is, what this series is, if this is the first time you are clicking on one, give you all of the information. But if you know the deal, you can skip to the first scent timestamp. I have timestamps for every scent I talk about in the description box. So if you don't want to hear me blabber, you can skip to the first scent. So this is a series where I am going through Teddy Bees Master Scent List by letter and talking about every scent in that category. So all the scents that start with that letter. This is just a way for me to, one, share with you guys my thoughts on the Teddy Bees that I've tried, or if there's scents, which there are a ton of scents that I haven't tried, I kind of look at the scent notes and guess maybe what this might smell like, or what time of year I would really enjoy this. If this is a scent I would like to bring back to my collection or not, I would like to see come back in a pre-order, and just go through it and talk about each of the scents. Now, these videos will be outdated probably right after I film them, just by the nature of vendor wax and pre-orders. So I thought, how can I make this kind of a living thing that evolves? So I decided to make a spreadsheet to go along with this video series. So there is a Google Sheet. It is linked down in my description box that has every single Teddy Bee scent. It is split up by categories. If I have made a video, I have the video link there for you. I have the scent notes. I have my cold sniff impression if I have tried the fragrance, and I have my warm impression if I have warmed it. There's a section for notes, so if something has been renamed or if it was a Game of Thrones blend, I can put it down in that note section. And then I have a section where I try to figure out the last time this scent was offered. So was it in a pre-order? Was it an RTS? Some of them I don't know, obviously, but the ones that I do know, I'm trying to fill out a date to the best of my ability. That way you can kind of see, oh, that sounds really good, but we have had that back recently, or, oh, that sounds really good, and we haven't seen that in years, or something like that. You do have to request access to the spreadsheet, but it goes to my email, and I can set you as a viewer. Check my email a couple times a day, so that is no problem at all. So feel free to request access so you guys can see all the information in the spreadsheet if that is of interest to you. Also, I wanted to point out before we jump in that this video and every other Teddy Bees video I have on my channel exist in a Teddy Bees playlist. So if you go to my YouTube channel, like the home page, you go to playlist, there is a Teddy Bees playlist, and it has all of these videos that I have done for the Master Scent List. It has Teddy Bees pre-order chats. It has Teddy Bees hauls. Anything you can think of that I have filmed regarding Teddy Bees is in that playlist. So that's a kind of hopefully a wealth of information for you for Teddy Bees. And then the last thing I want to say before we get diving into the scent list here is that her master scent list is not up to date. It looks like on the website it is about a year of pre-orders and RTSs missing. So I have done my best to go through and fill out blanks, but I know I'm going to be missing stuff. So if there's any F scents that I don't talk about today that you know have been added to her lineup, please let me know and I will make sure I add them to the spreadsheet. But that is all of my introduction chatter. Let's get started on the scents. The first one I have, Compliments of Summer Michelle. She sent me a bunch of samples of scents that she had in her collection that I did not have in mine in an effort to help with this video series. So a huge thank you to Summer. I just want to give her the biggest shout out every video possible. But Fairytales and Lemons. This one is pomegranate nectar, fresh orange blossom, vanilla, warm amber, sugared lemon zest, and a hint of Palo Santo. So this one to me, it is very lemon heavy, and I get some of the pomegranate as well. I really don't get the Palo. Not sure I'm getting any kind of amber or vanilla. This is very much a fruity, citrusy type of fragrance. Great for the spring and summer. Great type of scent if you want to clear a scent out of your home. I would melt this in the spring and summer, maybe with the windows open or on a day that I was cleaning, things like that. So if you like lemon, if you like fruity scents, you probably would really enjoy Fairytales and Lemons. And then we have Fall Berry Sugar Cookies. I don't have this one, but this has notes of cranberries dusted in sugar and sweet sugar cookies. That sounds so good, but I really enjoy cranberries, and I think the super sweet cranberries with the sugar and the sugar cookies sound so lovely, and I think those types of scents are perfect for right at this time of year. I melt cranberry really only in November and December. It's a very holiday fragrance to me, and I think that sounds just like such a really pretty sweet cranberry. So I would love to try that at some point. Fall Brûlée. This is pumpkin, cinnamon and spices, French vanilla, maple, marshmallows, caramelized sugar, and cake batter. Okay, I'm not sure how I feel about this one. It has a lot of notes that I like and a lot of notes that I really dislike. So I love caramelized sugar, cake batter, marshmallow, vanilla, totally up my alley. But the pumpkin, the maple, some of the spices is not normally up my alley. Also don't always really love creme brulee type of fragrances or cheesecake, things like that, because they can pull just too creamy or kind of sour milk to me a little bit. So I would definitely get a souffle the next time that this scent is offered, but it's not one that I'm going to necessarily request. Fall Circus Cookies. This is frosted circus sugar cookies blended with berry waffle cone, the Bath and Body Works type. Kind of surprised that this is named, fall, because to me this is very summer. Berry waffle cone is very summertime to me. That's the season that candle is out at Bath and Body Works, and so you're taking berry waffle cone and you're just adding extra sugar cookie and vanilla. It seems like a very summertime fragrance to me, but I think this sounds really pretty. Like I said, I really love berry waffle cone. To me, this seems like a great summertime bakery scent where you have the fruit, but it's not too heavy of a bakery. You're getting those vanilla cookie kind of bakery notes. I like those scents in the summertime best, but that is just me. Next, we have Fall into Christmas, and I spent a lot of time looking through my collection because I could have sworn I had this. So either I'm crazy or I've melted it in previous years and I don't remember. But this has notes of vanilla pumpkin, buttered rum eggnog, and butter cookies. It might not have stood out to me then, but maybe would more now, because I'm just in the last year or so getting into eggnog. That is not a oil that I really was interested in or enjoyed, and now over the last year I've really started to like it a lot more. So I think if I melted this at this go around, I probably would remember it more. Or maybe I've never melted this and I'm crazy, but I feel like I have. I love the name of this, Fall into Christmas, because you have the vanilla pumpkin, you have the eggnog. This is really your perfect fall to Christmas transitional fragrance. And I think when I see this exact moment is when I would be melting this, November going into December. So hopefully we see that one back at some point. Fall in Love. I would love to see this one. This sounds so good. And you guys, when I request things on her pre-order request list, normally I've taken time and I've gone through the scent list, and and figured out what scents sound really nice that we haven't had in a while, or scents that I know I love that we haven't had in a while, and I request them. So this is one that would be high on my list to try. This is Warm Autumn Spices, Fresh Pumpkin Rind, Charred Marshmallows, Cedar Wood, and Pine Trees. Obviously love the tree notes. I love charred marshmallows, or like that hint of the smokiness. Then you're getting the spices and the pumpkin. It makes me think of you being outside in the fall, like carving a pumpkin. You have the trees around you, and maybe your neighbor a couple doors down is having a bonfire. So you kind of get the hints of the smoke, but you're not having the bonfire because that would be too smoky. You know what I mean? Just the hints of the smoke in the air. You're surrounded by the trees. You have your fresh pumpkin in front of you. This just seems like a vibe to me, a fall, earthy, atmospheric type of fragrance, and I would love to try that one. Fancy Cakes. This is strawberries, sugarcane, tonka, almond, and caramelized brown sugar. Never tried this one. I've never even seen it offered, I don't think. This to me really pulls by the scent notes. I kind of think this is a body care fragrance because of the tonka. Whenever I say tonka in a fragrance, it normally leans body care to me. Almond sometimes can do that as well. Caramelized brown sugar, I'm thinking it's a very kind of a sweet, you get the sugar body care fragrance. Maybe it leans a little bit more bakery in that way, but I kind of wonder if it's between bakery and body care. It might be one of those kind of in-between scents. This one, I would purchase a souffle of it if it was offered, but I'm not a big strawberry fan. It depends on the oil, and I'm not a big almond person, so just really depends. But I always like to try new things, and I'm always willing to get a souffle of something and give a scent a try, because I have found so many fragrances that just by the notes or, you know, the description, I wouldn't think I have interest in. And then I try it and I absolutely love it. So you never know. Next is Festival Season. This is frozen berries, warm sandalwood, strawberry pound cake, and sweet watermelon sugar. I've seen this one offered a couple of times over the past couple of years. I have yet to try it. I don't know why I haven't tried it, but this sounds like a beautiful summertime fragrance. The watermelon and the frozen berries just scream a hot day in July to me. You're getting that nice strawberry pound cake and the sandalwood in there. Seems like a June, July type fragrance, a very sweet, fruity scent. I would definitely like to try that in the future. Next we have Field of Whispers. I don't have this to share with you today, but I have melted this one before. This is fresh notes of rain, hints of lavender, marshmallow clouds with a touch of sweet honeydew. This on cold was a very fresh springtime type of scent. You really got the rain. You got kind of some floral notes to it. It was a very pretty fragrance, and you would think by the notes that it would be a strong performer, but I got like no scent throw from this. This was one of the ones from Teddy Bees that I have been disappointed in with throw. I wasn't able to get much from it. Could have been the day I melted it. It could have been a whole barrage of things, but I really didn't get much scent from this, and I don't love the notes enough or loved it enough on cold to feel like it's one I'm really interested in trying again. She has so many other fragrances I love more from her that perform like powerhouses, so that one I probably won't ever get again, but worth a try if those are the notes that kind of appeal to you. Next we have Fiji. Do have a sample in this one from Summer, so thank you, Summer. This is sea salt, driftwood, green clover and aloe, and warm vanilla sugar. This is a very fresh fragrance. To me, I get a lot of the driftwood and a lot of that green clover. There's something very green and earthy about this. It's very, very fresh. This to me is very much a bathroom type of fragrance. I could see it in the bedroom as well. It's very clean. So like you've cleaned your bedroom and bathroom. You could put this in here and it would smell just very fresh. It almost leans a little bit spa-like to me. Like I could see something like this being in a spa or a shampoo smelling like this. I really like the green notes in here. I'm going to melt this piece in my bathroom because I think it's just the perfect size and it's the perfect scent for a bathroom space. I definitely would pick up a souffle of this to try in the bedrooms and bathrooms and see what I think. But if you like fresh, if you like green, spa-like type fragrances, I think you would really enjoy Fiji. Next we have Fireside Marshmallows. Let me find my tub and move the list down a little bit. Fireside Marshmallows. This is toasted marshmallow, smoldering woods, and rich vanilla cream, the Marshmallow Fireside Bath & Body Works type. Okay, so you read that and you might not think that this is anything super special. I mean, I love Marshmallow Fireside. I think a lot of people do, but, you know, I think we've all burned and melted our fair share of Marshmallow Fireside over the course of our home fragrance life. So this one probably doesn't stand out a ton, but you would be wrong. If that's what you think, you would be wrong. This is one of my favorite Teddy B scents. I don't hear very many people talk about it, and I haven't talked about it a ton because I've been out of it for a while. She just offered it in the last pre-order, or I'm sorry, not the last pre-order, the last RTS, and so luckily I was able to get a couple of tubs of it. I don't think people realize how good this scent is. I don't think it's an exact dupe to Marshmallow Fireside. I mean, it is Marshmallow Fireside, but this is so creamy. I feel like I get more marshmallow or more of that vanilla cream. Something else is just a little extra creaminess to me in this blend. And it throws so good. This is one of the best performing Teddy B scents I've ever had. And I guess I shouldn't say that because I do get good luck with probably 90% of my Teddy Bs, but this is a very strong performer. I love the kind of additional creaminess that her version has. So all of that to say, if you like Marshmallow Fireside and you're kind of passing on this or you don't think much of it because you think it's just typical Marshmallow Fireside, give it a try. If it's offered, give it a try because I'm telling you, I think it's just a little extra special and it's one of my absolute favorites. I was so excited to see this on the RTS list, last RTS. When I say last RTS, I might be posting this after the November 30th RTS. So I'm talking about the RTS that happened in August. I'm not sure what date this video is going up. So I'm talking about the RTS in August. This was on the list. Love it so much. Highly recommend it. Next is Fireside Smores. This one I have had before as well. This is toasted marshmallow, warm graham crackers, whipped vanilla, and fireside. I have to say this one isn't my favorite, but I have come to find out I'm not a huge s'mores fan. I don't love graham cracker in wax for some reason. So to me, this was very heavy on the graham cracker. It wasn't as smoky as I wanted it to be. I kind of wished that some of the vanilla or the marshmallow would have come out a little bit more. But to me, this one was very heavy on the graham cracker. Still a pretty scent, just not an absolute favorite. First Frost. This sounds really pretty. This is clementine, frosted ivy, winter roses, strawberries, pomegranate, raspberries, sponge sugar, peppermint, and vanilla. So I'm really curious about this one because of that frosted ivy note. Like, what in the heck could that possibly smell like? I know what all the other scent notes smell like, but the ivy is really adding an interest to me. So this sounds like it would be a really pretty winter, almost going into spring fragrance because you have the roses, you have the fruit notes with it. I don't know what makes a rose a winter rose rather than a spring summer rose, but yeah, it just seems like it could be a good, winter scent, obviously, but good transition from winter to spring. First of her name. This is whipped vanilla, citrus-infused cream, white blossoms, decadent lemon cake, candied lime, and vanilla sugar. So this one was offered recently, wasn't it? Yeah, the February 2024 pre-order. I did not get this one because I didn't think that it would be a scent for me with it being highly citrusy, the floral from the blossoms. I'm not a huge lemon person. I'm not a huge citrus person. I can enjoy them on occasion, but they're not scent notes that I really gravitate towards. So I ended up skipping this one. If you have this fragrance, I would love to know what you think of it. Seems like it would just be very heavily citrus. I'm curious how the white blossoms come into play. Do you really get a lot of the vanilla? It has whipped vanilla and vanilla sugar. So do those notes really stand out? I'd be curious. Maybe next time it's offered, I will pick up a souffle. First of his name, which I do have. This was offered in the August 2024 RTS, and so I was able to grab a couple of them and sent one to Summer and Stephanie for them to try, and then kept one. This is bergamot, slight hints of herbal mint, desert florals, cedarwood, and vetiver. You guys, this is so pretty. This is masculine cologne-like. Like, I wonder if this is a dupe for a cologne fragrance that exists, because this is so fresh. I get a lot of the bergamot. I get some of those floral notes. I don't know what a desert floral is, but there is something very masculine about this. Very, very fresh air. I really think this has to be a cologne dupe. If it's not, this would be such a good cologne. Just something nice in the summertime that it's very fresh. This is so pretty. I really like the bergamot in it. The herbal mint. This is not minty by any means. Oh my gosh. It is so good. And it is part of the Game of Thrones collection. It's got the little label there on the back. Highly recommend this one. I know not many people have it, obviously, because it was just part of the RTS. But if you like masculine cologne scents, maybe add this to your list of scents to request to come back to the next pre-order. Next is First We Do the Coffee. So this was just offered in this last pre-order. I did not pick this one up. This is gingerbread spice glazed oatmeal cookies, French vanilla cappuccino, and cool creamy eggnog. So I didn't pick this up because I don't care for really three of the notes. I'm not a big gingerbread person. I don't really care for oatmeal cookies or oatmeal and wax. And then the coffee. Coffee is not my favorite either. But if you like bakery notes and if you like coffee, this seems like one that would probably be very up your alley. Next is Flattery. If I remember right, this was only offered in one RTS and it was very limited for some reason. I can't remember. She only had a little bit of the oil. She just had a few that she poured, but this was very limited and I don't feel like I've ever seen it back. Black currant, ripe raspberries, red plums, pink peony, Moscato, and vanilla sandalwood. That sounds amazing. Other than the pink peony, I don't know about that. Sometimes black currant also, I like black currant a lot, but sometimes that note can really stand out in a blend to me and not mesh super well with the other notes. But this sounds like a beautiful, feminine, fruity scent. This would be a perfect bedroom scent. You get the sandalwood, you get the Moscato. I bet this would be a beautiful bedroom type fragrance. So I'm not sure why it was only a limited RTS or why it hasn't been offered again, but it would be one I would be interested in trying. Okay, so now we get into Forbidden Forest, which obviously I'm a little bit biased about, but we actually have two versions of Forbidden Forest that I don't know if many people know about. So let's talk about the original first, and then we will go into version 2. So Forbidden Forest. This was a blend that was created by Summer, Michelle, and I. This is Pacific Northwest Winter, Vanilla Birch, Marshmallow Fireside, and Bonfire Bliss. So if you've ever had Pacific Northwest Winter, it is my favorite tree scent, I think, of all time. It is tree, cranberry, I think a little bit of some smoky notes. It is an exceptional tree fragrance. Love it so much. Just fresh tree, really. That's what it smells like to me. Then you get the Vanilla Birch, the Marshmallow Fireside, the Bonfire Bliss. The idea of this, I mean, Forbidden Forest is after Harry Potter. And the idea of it was that you walk into the Forbidden Forest. It's dark, it's spooky. The hair on the back of your neck stands up. Wanted a scent that kind of smelled like maybe what that would smell like. I should show you how pretty that is. I love the color that she picked for this. It's kind of like a smoky green. I love this so much. And I'm not saying that just because it's my blend. I love this. I feel like you get the Pacific Northwest Winter, which is one of my favorites. And this one is definitely heavier on the Bonfire Bliss. So this has more of a smoky quality to it. I will say after this has set for a while, so this was poured July of 24, I'm starting to get more of the Marshmallow Fireside and the Vanilla Birch. I'm getting some sweetness that I wasn't getting when I first got this. When I first got this, it really was heavy on the Bonfire Bliss and the Pacific Northwest Winter, but I feel like those other notes are kind of coming out a little bit more now. If you like tree fragrances and Bonfire Bliss, I think you would really, really love Forbidden Forest. So obviously I'm biased, but I highly, highly recommend it. So we have a Forbidden Forest version 2. Only Summer and I have this, and so I don't feel like many people know about this. So I wanted to make sure I highlighted version 2 in this video because you probably wouldn't think to request it if it's something that sounds up your alley because most people don't know about it. So after that pre-order shipped, Tiffany reached out and said, hey, I really want to keep messing with the oils in this blend, which was so incredibly sweet that she cared enough to wanting to keep mess with it because she goes, I really want it to be exactly what you guys were hoping for. And honestly, I think version 1 nailed it out of the park. I would not have changed a thing, but she really wanted the Vanilla Birch to come out a little bit more, and then it did. So she poured a different batch, same notes, but this one is formulated with more Vanilla Birch oil to it. The ratios are different. So she sent it to me in Summer to give our thoughts, and I love this one too, but it's just different. This one is, like I said, very similar, but you definitely get more of the Vanilla Birch in this. The Bonfire Bliss is much more in the back. So if you like tree and if you like a very sweet tree, I would try to request version 2 rather than version 1. So we didn't rename it. At first we were thinking, oh, are we going to have to pick between the two formulas? And Tiffany was like, no, we can keep both. And so I wrote it in a spreadsheet as version 1 and version 2. So feel free, if that sounds up your alley, Tiffany will know what you're talking about, to request Forbidden Forest 2.0 the next time she does a pre-order poll. Love this one so much. And I'm so grateful that she cared enough to want to try to make it the best that it could be. You know, any vendor could have just poured it and moved on with life, but she kept messing with it and really wanted to make it something super special. And I think that just highlights her as a person, as a vendor, and is just another reason that she is my top favorite vendor. I just think that she can blend with the best of them, and she really cares, and I really appreciate that. Next, we have Forever Young. This one is sweet candied mandarin, dragon fruit nectar, jasmine, sheer vanilla amber, sweet cherimoya flowers, and marshmallow clouds. This one I actually like more than I thought that I would. This is very, very sweet. You definitely get that sweet candied mandarin first and foremost. You get hints of floral, but it's nothing too floral. This is a very sweet, fruity fragrance. To me, this really reminds me of like a perfume that a young girl would wear, like coming into middle school. You know, something very sweet and feminine and girly, but you get a lot of the mandarin, a lot of that dragon fruit, and then you're getting just hints of the floral notes. Really pretty scent. I think this is one that I would melt in the summertime because of how fruity it is. And this sucker smells really strong. And so I think this is going to be a fantastic performer. Next we have Frankish Princess. So this one was just offered recently. This is warm donuts, baked bread, powdered sugar, and a touch of spice, blended with butter pecan waffles, blackberry jam, and butter cookies. I want to really like this scent, and I don't think it's a bad scent, but to me, her blackberry butter pecan cookies takes over like any scent that she puts that oil in. So for me, I don't feel like I get the donuts, the bread, those bakery components. I feel like I just get that blackberry, which I love. I think her blackberry is amazing. It is such a good, sweet, juicy, macerated blackberry. I just wish in this blend you got more of the bakery notes. In my experience, I just haven't picked up those notes. Okay, we got like, what, 7 more scents here. Fresh Summer Woods. This is cottonwood, driftwood, orange blossom, vanilla with crisp, airy undertones. I definitely would like to try this. This kind of almost makes me think a little bit of Shadowlands. Not that they're the same scent notes at all, but kind of a summertime earthy atmospheric scent. Not really sure what cottonwood smells like, if that would be a little more floral or how that would come off, but I like the idea of a crisp, airy undertone. I love earthy atmospheric type fragrances, and I think this one could be really pretty. Freya, cashmere plum, coconut sandalwood, and pink sugar. I'm a little bit hit and miss on cashmere, but more so cashmere cream. So I think cashmere plum, sandalwood, pink sugar sounds really nice together. Probably a very sweet scent. The cashmere and the sandalwood makes me think body care or bedroom type fragrance. Don't think I've ever seen that one offered. Let me know if you guys have tried Freya. Fior Blóm, which is beautiful flower, cashmere cream, tobacco flower, and Palo Santo. I have had this one before. I know it's a very popular fragrance, and so don't come for me, but I really don't care for the scent. But it's because of the cashmere cream and the tobacco flower. Tobacco flower, I enjoy, but it's not a favorite note, and sometimes I can be kind of hit and miss with it. Cashmere cream, I'm normally always against it. Something about the way she does cashmere cream, I know a lot of people love her cashmere cream, but it's too strong for me, and I feel like it takes over the blend. And so this really, to me, is a quite heavy blend of the tobacco flower and the cashmere cream. So 2 notes that I don't absolutely love, and so for me, it's a no. However, I know Chris loves this from Dazzling Scents with Chris. I know a lot of other people do as well, and so don't take my word for it. If you like cashmere cream, if you like tobacco flower, I think you would probably really enjoy that fragrance. Frosted Circus Sugar Cookies. So she uses Frosted Circus Sugar Cookies kind of as a base for a lot of different scents. Sweet sugar, buttery shortbread, buttercream frosting, vanilla, and sugar cookie dough. We'll talk about a couple of those fragrances here in just a minute, but sounds like a nice bakery scent. Good summertime bakery, good blender, good to blend with other notes. So the next one on the list is Frosted Lemon Circus Cookies. So this is sweet and tart lemons blended with lemon buttercream in our Frosted Circus Sugar Cookies. Now, I mentioned earlier I'm not a huge lemon person, but that type of fragrance there is a lemon that I would probably really enjoy. Lemon sometimes can lean cleaner to me in a way, but lemon mixed with the buttercream and the sugar cookies sounds like it would be a perfect bakery lemon scent, and hopefully not overly lemony. So I definitely would pick that one up. Then we have Frosted Sugar Cookies. This is sugar cookie dough, vanilla buttercream, brown sugar crystals, and fresh baked pastry dough. So very similar to the Frosted Circus Sugar Cookies, but this one's got the brown sugar crystals and the fresh baked pastry dough. So maybe a little bit more of a deeper bakery scent. I don't feel like she has things blended with Frosted Sugar Cookies. I feel like she blends everything with Frosted Circus Sugar Cookies. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Then we have Frosted Mint Sugar Cookies. If I can get that to focus. Come on, here we go. So this is Frosted Circus Sugar Cookies with a hint of creamy mint and marshmallows. So it says a hint of mint, and I would disagree. I definitely get a lot of the mint. To me, the scent almost pulls like a buttermint. You really do get a lot of the Frosted Circus Sugar Cookies. There is a heavy bakery, creamy component to this, and then you get the mint. I don't pick up marshmallow per se. Oh, this is so good. I'm putting this in my January melting basket, and I cannot wait to warm this. I like how you get the mint, but it's not overly minty. If you really like mint but don't want it to take over the blend and you want a bakery component to it, this I would highly recommend. I really enjoy mint though, but I would melt this scent throughout the whole house. Just honestly perfect for the holiday season as well. And then last but certainly not least, we have Fuzzy Socks. So I have a sample of this, but this was just offered in the latest pre-order, and so I did purchase more of this from the pre-order. This is Warm Woods Cashmere Socks and Marshmallow Fireside. This is really pretty, and I probably never would have picked this one up because of the cashmere socks. It's not cashmere cream, but anytime cashmere is just even in the notes, I kind of get a little bit shy from trying them. But this is so sweet. This is a sweet marshmallow, very cozy cashmere bedroom type scent. I do get a little bit of the woods, but it's not super strong. This is so beautiful and so cozy. If you like just those cozy cardigan, cozy cashmere fragrances, then I think that you would really enjoy this one. And I could see me melting a lot of this. So like I said, so today is November 14th that I'm recording this. I might need to get more in the RTS of this one because it is just such a beautiful, cozy fragrance. So maybe I'll try to warm this piece in my bedroom and see how it performs for me before the 30th comes, which is the Teddy Bees RTS day, and see if it's one I feel like I need more of. But that is it. Those are all of the scent notes and scents for all of them that start with the letter F. I'm really excited to be continuing this series. I really hope that you guys are enjoying, and we'll see what letter I do next. I still have to go back to the letter C. I have not done that one yet. We'll see if I get the courage. It is a very, very long list, so your eyes are not deceiving you. I have skipped the letter C for now, but I've done A, B, D, E, and then, of course, now F. But that's everything I have to share with you guys today. I really hope that you enjoyed. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you guys very soon in my next one. Bye.